Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Kids Fun Magic World. Friends, today our topic is Essay on Life and Work of Babasaheb Ambedkar. Introduction. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, fondly known as Babasaheb Ambedkar, was one of the most influential figures in modern Indian history. He was a visionary leader, social reformer, economist, jurist, and the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. Throughout his life, Ambedkar fought against social discrimination and worked relentlessly for the upliftment of the marginalized and downtrodden, especially the Dalits, formerly known as untouchables. His legacy continues to inspire generations in the struggle for social justice and equality. This essay explores the life, education, social reform efforts, political contributions, and lasting legacy of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Early life and education. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was born on April 15, 1891 in Mahau, a town in present-day Madhya Pradesh, India. He was the 14th child of Ramji, Maloji, Sakpal and Bhimabai, born into the Mahar caste, which was considered untouchable. Ambedkar experienced social discrimination from a young age. Despite facing humiliation and exclusion, he showed remarkable academic promise. Ambedkar's early education was fraught with challenges. He was often segregated from other students and not allowed to sit in the classroom or drink water from common sources. Yet his determination and resilience enabled him to excel academically. He completed his matriculation in 1907 and graduated from Alpinestone College, Bombay in 1912 with a degree in economics and political science. Ambedkar's academic journey reached international heights. He went on to study at Columbia University in New York, where he earned a master's degree in economics in 1915 and later a PhD in 1927. He also studied at the London School of Economics and was called to the bar at Gray's Inn in London. His academic background was extensive, and he was one of the most highly educated Indians of his time. Fight against caste discrimination. Ambedkar's life mission was to eradicate the caste system and establish equality for all. As someone who had personally suffered the indignities of untouchability, he became a powerful advocate for the rights of the oppressed. In 1924, he founded the Bahishkrit Hitakarini Sabha Association for the Welfare of the Depressed Classes to promote education and socio-economic improvement among Dalits. His public activism began to take shape through landmark events including Mahat Satyagraha 1927. Ambedkar led the Mahat Satyagraha to assert the right of Dalits to draw water from the public Chavdar tank in Mahad, Maharashtra. This event symbolized the demand for basic human rights and challenged the notion of untouchability. Manusmriti Dahan Din 1927. In another revolutionary act, Ambedkar publicly burned the Manusmriti, an ancient Hindu legal text that sanctioned caste-based discrimination and untouchability. This act was both symbolic and radical, representing a break from orthodox Hinduism. Temple entry movement. Ambedkar also led movement to gain temple entry right for Dalit, notably the Kalaram Temple entry satyagraha in Nasik in 1930. These movements aimed to break the barriers of social exclusion and were crucial in mobilizing the Dalit community. Political contributions and leadership. Round Table Conference. Ambedkar participated in the Round Table Conference 1930 to 1932 in London, which were organized by the British government to discuss India's constitutional future. He represented the depressed classes and demanded separate electorates to ensure political representation for Dalits. This demand led to the Pune Pact in 1932, a compromise with Mahatma Gandhi, wherein the idea of separate electorates was dropped in favor of reserved seats in general electorates. Formation of political parties. To strengthen the political voice of the marginalized, Ambedkar formed several political organizations. Independent Labour Party 1936 focused on labour rights and the upliftment of the working class. Scheduled Caste Federation 1942 aimed at representing Dalit interest in the political sphere. Republican Party of India 1956. Though formally established after his death, this was based on Ambedkar's vision of a party that would stand for the oppressed. Architect of the Indian Constitution, perhaps Ambedkar's most enduring legacy lies in his role as the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution. After India gained independence in 1947, he was appointed to this pivotal role in the Constituent Assembly. Ambedkar's contributions to the Constitution were monumental. He advocated for fundamental rights, including the rights to equality, freedom, and protection against discrimination. Abolition of untouchability. Article 17 of the Indian Constitution abolished untouchability in all its forms. Reservation system introduced to provide educational and job opportunities for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Directive principles of state policy laid the foundation for a welfare state aimed at reducing social inequality. Ambedkar's vision ensured that India's constitution became a progressive and inclusive document that upheld the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Economic thought and academic contributions. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was not just a social reformer, he was also a brilliant economist. His economic writings, though less known, were ahead of their time. Contribution to Indian economy. Provincial finance in British India. His thesis at Columbia addressed the financial structure of British India, proposing reforms in fiscal federalism. Problem of the rupee. In his London thesis, Ambedkar analyzed the depreciation of the Indian rupee and proposed monetary reforms. His work contributed to the establishment of the Reserve Bank of India in 1935. Labour reforms. As the Labour member in the Viceroy's Executive Council 1942 to 1946, Ambedkar introduced laws on working hours, fair wages, maternity benefits, and trade union rights. Conversion to Buddhism. Towards the end of his life, Ambedkar grew disillusioned with Hinduism due to its inherent caste structure. After a year of contemplation, on October 14, 1956, he embraced Buddhism along with over 5 lakh of his followers in Nagpur. This mass conversation was not just a religious act but a political and spiritual rebellion against caste oppression. He saw Buddhism as a path to dignity, rationality, and moral living. Ambedkar's book, The Buddha and His Dhamma, outlines his interpretation of Buddhist philosophy. Later life and death. In his later years, Ambedkar suffered from various health issues, including diabetes and weakened vision. Yet he continued to work tirelessly, writing, giving speeches, and advocating for the marginalized. Dr. B. R. Ambedkar passed away on December 6, 1956 in Delhi. He was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor in 1990. Legacy and influence. Ambedkar's legacy is vast and multidimensional. First, social justice icon. He remains a symbol of resistance against caste discrimination. Father of Indian Constitution, revered for crafting a democratic and inclusive constitutional framework. Global thinker, his ideas on social justice, democracy, and human rights resonate worldwide. Dalit emancipation leader, he gave voice and dignity to millions who had been marginalized for centuries. Institutions, universities, and public monuments across India and the world honor his name. Ambedkar Jayanti, April 14, is celebrated as a public holiday in India, reflecting the nation's reverence for his contributions. Conclusion. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a towering figure whose vision, intellect, and courage transformed the landscape of modern India. From a child born into poverty and discrimination to the principal architect of the world's largest democracy, his journey is a testament to the power of education, perseverance, and moral conviction. His efforts not only laid the groundwork for legal and social reforms in India but also inspired millions to fight for justice and dignity. In an age where equality and human rights remain global concern, Ambedkar's ideas continue to offer powerful insights into creating a more just and inclusive world. Thank you. Please subscribe, share and comments.